Hi, everybody. My name is Jason Gay. I'm a library media specialist at Highlands High School, which is in Fort Thomas, Kentucky, just outside of Cincinnati, Ohio. And I'm here at FETC because I'll be presenting a skill building session tomorrow in the Skill Builder Theater, SB11. And it's all about green screening. So how easy is it really to do green screening?
Yeah, that is great.
We love that. So.
Well, it's great to be here. This is my first time being at this conference. Really excited to be here to connect with other people across the country.
Yeah.
I've attended a lot of regional and state level conferences, but this one's great because it's really going to fuel some more ideas for our library and our school. So it's really awesome to be here.
Yeah, we it's a funny story about green screening. You said that. I drove in so we could have a car and get around and be here. So we drove from Arkansas. It's 1,000 miles. So,
oh wow! Yeah.
David flew in on Monday night because he had to do a workshop that he was doing it on Monday.
Yeah.
But so we shot some pictures at one of our high school studios. We have a giant wall green screen.
Yeah.
So we shot some pictures of David so that I could interject him on the trip. So and that's just one way to use it. I know there's multiple ways to use it.
That's what I was going to say. So as he was driving across, he's posting pictures with the two of us, green screened in. And then as I'm coming across, I'm posting pictures of
like
the two
I'm
of us
with
together.
him.
So it's like, wait a minute.
So, but no one knows really where you are.
No one knows where we are.
So give us kind of an overview of your building session.
Okay, so the building session is really hands-on. It's intended for basically novice to intermediate learners. The idea is that we're going to set up screen, and within 20 minutes, we're going to give you the kind of pedagogical background, like why it makes sense academically. Also the cool side, which is the creative part of how to green screen. And we'll create an end product and just an application. It's really simple, and we'll share that out. And then we'll also provide resources and links, tools, ideas how to get started really on a budget. The app I'll use tomorrow is not going to be like a really heavy program or application. It's really simple. It's a $4 program or app.
You might tell us what it is?
Oh, we're going to be using Do Ink, Go Green Screen, which is a really simple. It's a great way to get kids started in filmmaking. At our high school, though, we later kids go and work on Premiere, Adobe Creative Suite. We have all those things available, but this is one we use in our school district to even start with kids as low as kindergarten, first grade, and introduce the idea that, hey, you can have a background here, and that can be your palette. It can be creative, or it can be academic oriented too.
Sure.
You kind of hope both are together. That's kind of the idea.
Yeah.
Right.
Because that's really the cool thing about it. So it's kind of neat to take like a technology that really started out like with science fiction geeks like us know that we had Clash of Titans, we had like early Star Wars where they built models and things like that, and then suddenly with the advent of using chroma key knockout, you're able to like create a whole universe with 3 dimension. So it's really cool to see that carry over to education. It's also exciting to just let kids run with it. And we're really big, especially in our school, on play. Play is huge. Because that's how we all learn. And at the same time, I think it's really cool because kids are like making some really funny things, really neat things. We're hoping to highlight some of those things tomorrow since we have like a 20-minute time frame.
That's right.
It's going to be a marathon session. The goal is to spark some ideas, and then we have a follow-up table afterwards, which will be great. If people are idea like what kind of things should I get, what kind of equipment, what should I expect, where should I start,
right?
And just really encourage people to jump feet first in. That's the idea. So
awesome.
It's really great to be here. I attended a workshop this morning. It was wonderful. Actually sent some pictures back home. And it was funny because people wrote back and said, "Are you sure that's green screened?" And I'm like, "No, that's really it. It's like 75 degrees here, and it's 30 back home."
Yeah, right.
So there's a little like climate envy going on.
You're doing exactly what we like to do. We like to give people a voice.
Yeah.
And you're giving them one more. We like to give them a platform. You're giving kids one more platform.
Yeah.
And we think the same thing about podcasting. It's
absolutely.
Like, hey kids, this is a great way for you to have fun and do your own radio show, do your own talk show, and you're taking it to the next level, which is awesome.
And it is, and the sky's the limit, and we're going, whatever things are going to fall apart, and that's fine.
Right.
But at the end of the day, it's a mindset. Really, it is a mindset with children, and it's a mindset with our staff. It's cool to be a part of this whole process right now. It's a really cool time to be in education.
Yeah, exactly. And I think one of the cool things that you're doing in this particular nugget of green screening is that there are instantly real world applications and frankly jobs that they completely center on the whole idea of chroma key and green screening. I mean, I just pull up a newscast and here's the weathercaster, and they got the whole map behind them. But guess what? There's not a map behind them. Now the exact same. And heck, the way things are these days, a lot of newscasts we could even do it here if we just absolutely wanted to. If you put a camera in front of us, chroma key this out, and there could be a cityscape behind us, make it look like we're broadcasting.
Not a bad color.
Absolutely,
Really.
absolutely. And if you want to get really fancy, you can even go like to a level where you have like multiple things going on at one time.
Right.
Yeah. Which of course you need like a heavier kind of program to run that live out.
Sure.
But there has to be a starting point, and
Right.
for me, just as an educator overall, not the tech side of it, but it activates a whole other set of thinking. So like when we ask kids to build things, create things, they really have to think about like, hey, what's really behind me? How's it reinforcing what I'm talking about?
Right.
Is it purposeful? Is there any kind of meaning? Or how can I bring people in? Because oftentimes how we transition video or move pictures and things like that, those are little subtleties that really really bring a viewer in. And
Right.
that's what makes it really cool.
Yeah.
And that's why video is such an amazing thing in addition to audio, which
Sure.
with podcasts, and that's something we're also looking into. Over the next year, we're actually going to move out of our mass communications where we do filmmaking, broadcasting, also. Mr. Poff, he's our director for that. We're going to be opening up our own audio lab. So kids, once they get through certain levels, they'll be actually going fast track into doing podcasting, create our own radio stations at school, and then be able to push it forward with, we could have guys who work in Premiere, or not Premiere, but Pro Tools, and be able to mix stuff down live or record people on a small scale, so we can actually help feed universities into their programs for broadcasting and
you build
filmmaking.
Pro Tool guys and girls, you're building them a career.
Yeah.
It's hard to find folks that use Pro Tools.
Oh, it is. It is very hard. And that's one of those, like, why wait till college to learn the programming?
Exactly.
Like, can we get kids started today doing it? Same with Premiere.
Yeah.
Right.
We have kids in the last 6-7 years that have come out of the film program, and they go into wonderful programs. One student, in fact, 2 years ago, got a full ride to USC filmmaking.
Yeah.
Premier college, basically, in the country for filmmaking. And it started with introducing them to those tools.
Yes.
And then letting them build their passions. So it's really, really cool.
That is very cool.
It's really cool. It's a really cool thing to be part of. It's like, I'm hoping that some people here get some ideas, and I hope they run back and they aggravate their administrators.
Yeah.
And they get some money, and they just
awesome.
find a room and find a space and just start letting kids play and let them experiment.
Well, your enthusiasm and positivity is going to come over great.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get us excited. And,
No, that's cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I love being here, and I was so happy to see that you guys are doing something like this, because a podcast is really is the one true radio anymore.
Right.
It really is.
Yeah,
and,
it really is.
So available and affordable, and just it gives a really voice to everybody.
Yeah.
So that's what's cool about it.
Well, hey, maybe next year right here you'll have a green screen booth, and we'll be
That'd
doing
be pretty.
the same thing.
That'd be pretty cool. We could do a
That would be cool.
simultaneous.
That'd be
Yes,
awesome.
that would be cool.
Wouldn't that be really cool?
That would be really cool.
That would be
Yeah.
That'd be
We'll
awesome.
be in touch.
Okay. Cool.
Hey, listen, we
Look
like
at
to do
there.
something. We like to do something kind of fun. 45-second elevator pitch. Okay?
45-second elevator
You
pitch.
get on the elevator. It's your hero.
The
And
hero's
you're
on
going to
there
tell
with
them,
you.
and they say, "Who are you? What do you do? Why should I follow you on Twitter? Why should I listen to what you're saying?" So that's
Okay.
also a great soundbite. So,
All right.
I'm not trying to put you on the spot.
No, it's
but
fine.
it's,
45-second elevator pitch. Okay. I'm Jason Gay. I am a creative force. Foremost, I'm a father. I'm a husband. I'm really led by my faith. I think in education that we can really push kids forward. I truly believe that we can break barriers, and I think that we can give kids upward mobility through inspiring them, pushing them forward. And I'm big on creative. In fact, I would take innate knowledge less than creativity, because I think creativity is the factor that really drives us. I'm just glad to be here today. Thank you.
awesome.
Thank
Hey,
you so
so
much.
can we get a picture?
Yeah.
Awesome. That's even
Awesome.
better.
That's cool. Well, he's working. Oh, you want me to do this?
I'll let you shoot this one.
All right.
All right. I'll shoot
We,
this
we
one.
take
You just
turns.
That's fine.
talk like
We're just
Oh,
acting.
okay.
We're acting. No, we're actually talking. We say that every time. Well, we're acting like we're talking, but we're
Okay.
really
Well,
are.
like pretend you're talking. Oh, well, actually, we are talking.
You know, it's funny when you run a radio show. We always forget to ask certain questions. One we like to ask is if someone wants to get in touch with
Oh,
you,
yeah.
Twitter account.
Yeah.
You have one?
Yeah, I do. It's at Jason Gay LMS.
Okay. LMS.
That'd be awesome.
Sweet.
Yep.
Listen, we will finish this. We'll cut it up.
That's cool.
And we'll send you a link to it.
Yeah.
So if you want to pull it down.
My
and-
kids
and
are
share it.
one, especially I have a book club I just started. Like kids growing, they're all into it. They're on. So it's cool, man.
That's
I really appreciate this. So
Well,
thank
before
you.
you go, you get
Oh, cool.
a
Okay.
trinket of appreciation.
This is
for
awesome.
coming.
I love it.
And,
this is cool. This is really cool. I'm glad you guys are doing this. I wish
Thank
more
you very
conferences
much.
had this kind of
Thank you. That's
interactivity.
something
We're-
we've it's passionate for us. We do it on our own.
Yeah.
Don't make a lot of money. We don't make any at all. But hey, we're
Right.
here to do it, and that's
Yeah.
what it's all
Right.
about.
Yeah.
Getting folks names, and LRP's been wonderful to
Yeah,
us.
that's
Okay.
Asked us to do this. So
All right.
LRP FETC reached out to us and said, hey, could you guys come do your thing at FETC? And we said, hey, yeah, we'd love to come out.
You know, that green screen thing, though, I could talk to the director I work with. And I actually, before I left for this, I said, we got to get your program out. Mm-hmm. People need to see what you're doing. When they go to our building, they're blown away.
Right.
And truly it is. I mean, we have kids designing commercials and everything for local businesses, everything.
Yeah.
I would love to set up something where I could have him come down and we'd just set up a thing and just like run people
I think
while you guys are doing
so cool. Yes.
Cool.
I think that would be so
What would be
cool.
even better is bringing students to let them
Yeah.
run with it. That's the
That would
real
be-
kicker.
yeah.
Yep.
And
in his class, you go into it. It's straight up chaos. You're talking about somebody he came from industry like I did. I worked in radio and print design and everything for years, and then I switched education. He came from industry into education, so he brings his things ran like industry. So you go in, it's like, hey man, you need to set this up. You set all cables, everything.
Yeah.
And it looks like chaos, but it's the most authentic learning you'll see.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but have you ever been to a radio station or a television studio that wasn't chaos?
It wasn't,
organized chaos.
Yes,
it's like herding cats. You know, you can't do it.
Yeah. And we've got your email address.
That's
from
cool.
The sign up. So we'll reach out. I'm definitely interested in.
I am too. I think it'd be a great thing
just
showcase our kids. That's a big thing.
That's
you know?
what it's about.
Yeah.